Hey Capricorn, you're next. I am getting ready to pull some cards and a rune stone and take a look at what's going on for Capricorn Collective. This is a collective message, so please apply it where it makes sense in your storyline. This is for wherever Capricorn is in your chart and applies to the next month and the next 6 months. We often get a 6-month reflection. Whatever's happening in Aries season comes back up in Libra season. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. I really appreciate you. This is number 10 in my new series of readings through the zodiac. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing this and looking forward to seeing what's up with Capricorn. Cardinal Earth, 10th house. First, I'm going to take a look at how Capricorn is feeling. Then we're going to look at why. And then we're going to look at how can Capricorn best move through. So Capricorn, how are you feeling? How's Cardinal Earth feeling? What is in the heart space of Cardinal Earth? Whoa, okay. Damn, Capricorn. Wow, okay. Something's over, right? Something is still happening that you're super over. You're over it, but you're still in it. 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse. There's something, some agreement, structure, relationship. This could definitely be a marriage or a long-term partnership. That on the surface, to everybody around you, things are going well. But you're over it. You're feeling defeated. There's something that has burst your bubble. You're mentally not there. You're physically there, but you're mentally not there. You're over it. But you're still in it. Why is Capricorn feeling this way? Capricorn, why are you feeling this way? Why are you over this? Why are you defeated? Why is this deflated? What's going on, Capricorn? Tell me more. Tell me more. Cardinal Earth. Okay. You want to be single, right? The 9 of Pentacles is on the bottom here. The card of being single. This is 10 of Pentacles is the card of being in the relationship, the long-term relationship. And here you are playing nice, keeping your feelings to yourself, keeping it all from the other person. 9 of Wands, 4 of Wands in reverse with strength. Yikes. You see that? That's just the body language, like this defeat, this internal conflict, like all to yourself, keeping it all to yourself, maintaining that exterior, like you're keeping it together. And a Capricorn knows how to do that. A Capricorn knows how to show up in a certain way so that people around them, regardless, right? And not even in like a shady way, just like, actually, I have to show up. This is a commitment, right? This is something you're committed to, and you need to keep it together. There are certain things you cannot share, you cannot let on, you can't rock the boat about, right? So, but this is a lot of like internal heat. You see this 4 of Swords, this is like taking a time out and thinking about things, meditating, reflecting, taking the time to think about things by yourself. And here this 9 of Wands is keeping all his passions close to his chest, right? Because they mean so much to him and he feels so much about them, right? It's like you are secluding yourself. I even see you literally not speaking or putting yourself in a different room just to not let on your emotions, or how much something else has your attention, how much what you're feeling. It's like you're literally just like, I have to show up for this person, this relationship, this commitment I have. I have to make good. I have to appear a certain way. But I just want to be single. Doing my thing. There's like an antsy, like, ooh, Capricorn. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Okay. There's so much biting your tongue and biding your time. But there's so much internal heat and passion being generated. Right in the center here is Temperance. Waiting. That action of pouring the water back and forth in the cups. Cooling it down. Getting just the right mixture. You're walking a fine line. I want to say you're pushing it a little bit. On either side of Temperance is the High Priestess and the Page of Wands in reverse, both in reverse. More silence, more holding back. More seeing things that you're not letting on, knowing things that you're not sharing, biding your time, trying not to let on something. There's something you're trying not to give away. It's not time yet. And then this bottom row, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, and then this Four of Wands again, repeated in the very first card. So the very first card and the very last card here on this, the first card of the 3 and the last card of the 9 are the same. These appearances, holding up appearances. There's something you've agreed to. There's something you're committed to, engaged in, invested in. You've invested in quite a bit of time, energy, money, whatever into this. You're invested, and there's something public about it. There's some reputation. There's something that you're upholding. By watching and waiting and biding your time. Page of Swords. But look at all of this creative, juicy, can't contain it, Queen of Wands. You're not... Yeah, that's quite a difference. You're not expressing this Queen of Wands, right? You're in this Page of Swords. It's a huge, huge difference between this, what Capricorn, right, is showing to the world, this Page of Swords, High Priestess, Temperance, Strength. But look at all these wands. Page of Wands, 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands. There's a huge difference. It's like this boiling internal heat. You've got your creative juices flowing. You've got your sexual juices flowing. Queen of Wands to me is like very in tune with her sex magic, her attraction abilities, her, you know, like the art of seduction. Like she's very expressive and in tune with that part of herself. She's not holding anything back. And yeah, Capricorn, for whatever reason, seems like it's a good reason. Seems like you've got a lot of good shit here, right? There's like, I see how much this means to you, how much this is worth, how good this has been to you, right? You have put a lot into it and it's given you a lot back. So that's why you're still in it. But boy, it's like it's boiling over. You're over it. So that's why you're over it, right? It's boiled over. The heat inside you is no longer containable, or it's almost like I feel like you can see that about yourself and the other person can't. And I think that's actually hella defeating for you. I think that's hella hurtful. I think you're kind of like, how can you not see that I'm not fulfilled? How can you not see that I'm not happy? Like, how can you not see that there's this whole other side to me that I'm not expressing? How can you not see that you're not making space for it in this relationship? Like, that's this deflated or defeated feeling I'm picking up on here with this 10 and 10. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. It's like, damn, Capricorn, yeah. It's like, yeah, why can't the other person see that you're just showing up for the day-to-days, the necessities, but your mind is somewhere else? Why can't they see that you have passions that are not being expressed, that you want more, that it's like, I feel like the more you're biding your time, not saying anything, it's like the more you do this, the more you feel defeated in this connection. The more you bide your time and don't say anything, because you just keep expecting the other person to like notice that you're not okay, to notice that you're not fulfilled, to notice that you want more out of life. Like, damn. Yeah, I see why. I think my battery's about to die. Shit. Okay, I'm back. Charge the phone. Yeah. Capricorn. What was I saying? You're not having it. This could potentially be a job. It's not necessarily a relationship or some kind of home situation, some kind of domestic living situation, family situation. It's not necessarily a relationship. Like, this is the relationship card, 10 of Pentacles, but there's no cups here. Okay? There's not a single cup on the deck. It is a lot of your passion, a bunch of thoughts, a bunch of your thoughts, keeping that passion in check as you bide your time, keeping that passion in check and also not speaking on it because of some commitment, structure, relationship, investment, something, right? And it's just a shit ton of passion. Look at all these wands. Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Page of Wands, Nine of Wands. It's like, I don't even know, I just messed this all up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Capricorn, damn. Oh. I'm sorry. Let me get my shit together, Capricorn. Still figuring out this whole YouTube situation, so cut me a break, okay? Yeah, this is some Capricorn shit, though. This is to be like, you know, you're gonna act on these passions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are, I see you tending your fire, tending your inner fire. This Queen of Wands, she's upright, okay? This is an Aries card, and we're in Aries season, and yeah, even these two, there's a lot of wands, but this is also Sagittarius. This Temperance is a Sagittarius card, and Strength is a Leo energy card. So we've got a lot of fire here. And they're all three upright. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a lot of fire, Capricorn, and you are feeling it. Like, you are tending to it. I don't think that you're, like, that is so front and center of these 9 cards. It feels like this agreement, this commitment, this investment here is small potatoes, like in terms of what you're putting your focus on. Like this is taking your passion and your desire is taking up a lot of your time. That's why you're so over it. That's why you're so over this connection. You want to get more space. You're trying to... You are finding a way to give this space while you're in this other relationship. To let you're finding ways to explore this. This could definitely be sexual, like this, like I said, Queen of Wands, all this with all these wands. It could be literally just wanting to explore sexually or having sexual needs and desires that are not being fulfilled, right? In this, or you can't because you're living at home with your folks, or you're living in some kind of roommate situation or something that you're locked into, right? You're finding a way within that to still explore this fire, to still explore yourself, to still let this inner fire live. But boy, are you not sharing it with the other person, with the other people involved in the domestic situation or the relationship. You are keeping it to yourself. If you are exploring sexually within a partnership, right, you are doing it by yourself. And I don't even necessarily see another person. Like, I don't see you stepping out. Like, there's not even another party involved in this exploration, right? You're just indulging that side of yourself and not sharing it with your partner. If this is a job, right, or a career or something that you've invested in and you're exploring this other creative side of yourself, it's like, I see you like figuring out how to do it while you're like on the clock, or like still working for these other people. You're figuring out, okay, how can I nurture this creative passion of mine and actually tend it and take care of it and kind of spend time in it and work with it. And this is very doing a lot potentially behind the scenes, like that you're not sharing with the people that you work with, right? You're not letting on that you've got this creative project on the side because, yeah, you can't rock that boat, right? Or it's something that I see, Capricorn just being like waiting for that time to speak on it, to make it official, to release it, to move forward. It's like you're not wasting your time while you're still within this. You're not waiting just passively. Okay, this is a very active waiting. You're like within the job, you're within the relationship. You haven't told anything about any of this to anybody, but it is bubbling, it is churning, you're cooking it. And the reason you're not speaking on it, right, is because you're not going to... it's such a Capricorn thing. It's almost like efficient. Like, you're like, let me do this part of the process while I'm still within this comfort. Let me like overlap these two phases of my life or something. Okay, what is Capricorn's clearest path forward? What is Capricorn's clearest path forward? Capricorn, what is your clearest path forward? Oh boy. The secret gets exposed. We've got the Tower with the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles, both in reverse. Uh-oh, Capricorn. Your best pathway forward is for your secret to be exposed. Spicy. And also nerve-wracking. Like, this feels like not what you were trying to have happen here at all. You were counting on being able to keep this a secret, and I think that's not feasible. The Tower. The Tower is divine intervention, right? It's the removal of things that are not feasible. It's when you're not going to cut it out, so it gets cut out for you. It's when you're not going to destroy it, so it gets pulled right out from under your feet, right? We've all been there. We all know what that feels like. And what's being pulled out from under your feet? You are counting on your ability to keep this a secret. You're counting on it. Eight of Pentacles. You thought you made it a secret. Like, you thought you covered your bases. You thought you... There's something here about keeping a secret that you were sure of. You're sure. You're like, oh yeah, that I can keep that a secret. That's doable. That's feasible. I can. The Moon is hidden. It's the light that is reflected. The secrets, the darkness. And this tells me you actually, like, your clearest pathway forward is actually having this secret exposed. All right, this secret that you've been working so hard to keep hidden. To have all that hard work, strength, like all this holding back and not speaking on, you know, all that I've been speaking about this whole time. It's like that is just something that's out the window. That gets destroyed. You know how that's how that works though, right? It just takes one little thing when you're hiding something, or when you're keeping something back, or when you are not revealing something that's big that you're doing. And I don't blame you, by the way, for doing this, right? Like I said, this is not, I don't actually see any shadiness. It's just not sharing it. There's no like sneaking and lying. It's just not sharing it, right? It's having this whole other world to yourself that you're not sharing with this relationship, or this commitment, right? So this is just that coming to light. This is all that just coming to light. It's not necessarily like, oh, secrets getting revealed. It's just like people finally seeing all this light that you've got, all this creative passion, sexual energy, something. It's like finally that gets seen. It gets revealed. Let it be revealed. Apparently that's your clearest pathway forward. Nine of Pentacles. There's that Nine of Pentacles again. Right? This one? Yeah. There's a repeat of that. Nine of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Here's the first ace. First ace as the last card. That's the new beginning. There it is, right? There's some fresh water coming in. And here are the cups now. We finally have some satisfaction, some connection happening. Here, right at the very end, right as you become single. Nine of Pentacles, right as you step out on your own, as you go from the 10 to the 9. Right? Some people would see that as a step down in numbers, right? But the 10, you know, this is two people that are depending on each other. This is a structure that needs to be upheld. There are responsibilities. There are a lack of ability to move and grow. Even you have reached the full potential. You've reached the goal in the 10. And the 9 is fertile. It's actually, when you look at numbers, right, it's actually the number of completeness and wholeness within itself. It's whole within itself. It doesn't have a partner. It's fine on its own. It's not just the card of being single, it's the card of being whole and complete on your own, independent, a whole person, a whole, you know, integration. Like this is, yeah, it's integration. It's integrating this part of yourself that's hidden, right? So that you can be whole yourself, so you can be yourself. That's when you're able to accept connection. That's when you're able to build connection, find new connection, find new love, find that fulfillment for that, all this burning desire that you have, right? This is actually the receiving, you know, if this is your creative passions, like this is expressing yourself and putting yourself, your creations out into the world. And this is having, you know, the response. This is affecting people. This is the ripple effect. This is the love that you receive back for being yourself and being a bright light that shines, right? These cups here, it's like, I feel like this water is coming in, like, after you finally push out of this restrictive structure and integrate, right? Become whole. Bring this part of yourself that you've had to keep hidden, that you've had to silence. Like, once you bring that into you and you can actually be that person all the time, out in the open, like it can be seen, it's not hidden. That's when this water rushes in. That's when you're able to like actually fall in love, actually connect with people, build community. Like this is love coming to you with the Knight. It's offers, it's Capricorn. Yeah, I almost feel like, you know, the 10 Capricorn is the 10th house and the earth element, right? This is very kind of like familiar territory for Capricorn, getting to your goal. And I see Capricorn, excuse me, going, well, what's next, right? Like, what's next is the 9. What's after the 10, right? It's like, okay, I've reached this goal. I've gotten to this sense of stability or this sense of accomplishment, or I've done this thing, or I've gotten to this level of comfort, or I've built this thing that lasted but you want more, right? There's this expansion and integration. Okay. I'm going to ask, what is Capricorn's power stance? Yeah, there's this expansion with all these wands, and then this integration with the 8 and the 9 of coins. Yeah, it's like you're expanding from, it's like you're experiencing yourself and your fire within this structure, right? There's a point at which it breaks. There's a breaking point, and that gets revealed. That all that light, all that passion gets revealed. It comes out of the shadows. It's taken out of the shadows. It gets the light shined on it. Like there's something out of your control that reveals it. And that actually sets you on this path. The 8 becomes the 9. That sets you on this path to integrating that into your whole self, which then in turn opens you up to actually engaging with people in a new way, connecting in a new way. Brings you to a new beginning. It brings you to a place, a fresh start. What is Capricorn's power stance? What is your power stance, Capricorn? Capricorn, what is your power stance as you move through this expansion and integration and stepping into independence? Interesting. The rune that came up is Nothis. Need fire. I like to call it kindling. If you see, it's like this little, it looks like a big stick and a little stick that you would like rub together to create a spark, to create fire. That's what need fire means. Like back in the day, that, I guess that was a word back in the day for when you need a fire. But your needs, that pressure to create a fire, the pressure to create something new, to find a new way to do something. You need warmth. You need food. You need nourishment. There's certain things that push you to figure out new things because they press on you, right? What's the saying? Necessity is the mother of invention or something. That's what this means. And this is interesting because this rune is often considered pretty negative. Like restrictive, right? Your needs are restrictive. You have to have your basic needs met. But it's also very creative, right? It's a stimulation. It's the thing that drives a lot of what we do on a daily basis, right? Getting our needs met. That is what drives us to act, to action. You have to, at the end of the day, you have to have somewhere to sleep and somewhere and something to eat and water, right? And that drive is the most powerful fucking drive. You cannot not attend to those needs. So this says to me, don't ignore what you need, right? Capricorn, this is a need, this fire. You don't have the luxury of ignoring your needs. And that includes sexual needs, okay? That includes creative needs. That includes your needs to be able to express yourself creatively and have a creative practice and do something you love and have joy in your life, right? This is to have excitement in your life, right? To be fulfilled. Like, that is a basic human need. And you should honor it as such, right? You should treat it as such. Like, you know, it almost feels like this rune represents the breaking point that leads up to this Tower card, right? That reveals everything you've been doing behind the scenes. It's like the pressure. It's just this pressure cooker. It's this pressure of those needs, those physical needs. There's some very physical needs here. And I think there definitely is a sense, you do have a sense, oh, if I just ignore, that's not really a need. Like, I don't really need to have crazy sex all the time. I don't really need to be an artist. I don't really need to whatever. And there is a sense that you can just kind of like show up and fake it. And even though your heart's not in it and your heart's somewhere else, and you can still show up and like do the thing. No, this is telling me, no, those are needs. Those are needs. Those are physical needs. That fire you feel is a physical need. Expressing it is a physical need, and your needs will find a way to be met. Okay? That's the pressure that brings in this Tower. I feel, Capricorn, I feel that your might is definitely up against your own physical needs, right? And this tells me your clearest pathway forward, your power stance is to honor those needs, is to let that Tower come crashing down, to let yourself be exposed, revealed, integrated. I hope that was helpful, Capricorn. And I hope this message finds you well, doing well, feeling good, having a good Aries season. And I hope that was helpful in some way to somebody. Subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike, all that good stuff. I appreciate you engaging with this channel. And I will do Aquarius next. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you around.